A man convicted of killing rapper Pop Smoke is sentenced to 4 years in county prison for a different crime. The LA County District Attorney's Office say that 21-year-old Deijae Jester pleaded no contest to smuggling fentanyl into Juvenile Hall with help from his mother. He was sentenced to 4 years in state prison for the murder conviction. That murder happened back in 2020 when he was just 15 years old. Prosecutors say Jester planned to sell the drugs to other kids while in Juvenile Hall. The judge called his actions sophisticated.
Hey, you seen that? You heard that? I'm really shocked by something I heard there, but we'll get into that in a second here. So according to the story here on Thursday, Mr. Deijae Jester, now 21 years old, was sentenced to 4 additional years in incarceration. Apparently, he pled no contest to fentanyl charges. Prosecutors say his mother tried to pass them to him, 25 fentanyl-laced pills during a visit at the Nidorf Juvenile Hall in December of 2025, apparently. So the judge said the drug smuggling operation showed planning, that the pills were meant to supply other kids who were in custody. Prosecutors asked for 5 years, actually. The defense pointed to his high school diploma, his upbringing, and the fact that he's a father now, and the judge decided on 4. Now, here I need you to actually pay attention to. In 2023, Jester admitted to first-degree murder. Admitted he personally fired a gun that unalived Pop Smoke. Court testimony established he pistol whipped Pop Smoke during the struggle and then shot him 3 times in the back. Brashard Jackson, aka Pop Smoke, was 20 years old at the time, but Jester was only 15 when it happened. Under California law, that meant that he couldn't be prosecuted as an adult and couldn't be held past the age of 25. So the only reason the admitted shooter is going to adult prison is a drug case, not even a killing. That's not somebody finding a loophole. That's the law working exactly as it's written. His mother, Nickia Randall, faces the same 3 felony charges. A warrant was issued earlier this year. She's in custody in San Bernardino, California, on unrelated matters and has not entered a plea as of yet. That's the facts. That's the facts on the case as we know it currently. But it's really shocking that you can get so little time for an orchestrated unaliving of somebody, including a robbery, all the things that happen to Pop Smoke, and get so little time for for drug smuggling. I mean, I'm just blown away by that. I mean, it seems like there's a problem somewhere in the legal system. There is definitely a problem. Whenever you can do, our society prioritizes certain bad actions. And I believe that robbing someone and eventually taking their life in the process is up there with one of the worst things that someone can do. How can that be on the same level, even at 15 years old. How can that be? How? I mean, it seems like that is an incredible um, problem. And I don't want to blame the prosecutors. I don't want to blame the law enforcement. I believe, the processes that are in place to do the most that they can. But maybe there needs to be a change at a legislative level to value life. I think we need to value life, and this shows the lack thereof. He got 4 years for this. He got the same punishment. I mean, the whole purpose of the incarceration is, or not the entire, at least in part, is as a deterrent. My question is, are we deterring anyone? Is anyone being deterred if you can rob somebody, take their life, and only get 4 years? Is that a deterrent? I mean, by the violence that's taking place right now, probably not. In the inner cities, probably not. Are they worried about going to jail forever? Probably not. Are they worried about the death penalty? Probably not. I mean, if this is what's really happening for our teenagers, then maybe they aren't as worried as they should be. How much would he have gotten longer? I don't think the older person got too much more. Let me check, because he was 15 and he was cut a break, some type of break, because he's a kid. Okay, but there was an adult that conspired in this matter, and the adult, okay, well, the adult, at least the adult received 29 years, so he got some time for his. So he got something to think about. So I guess no is there, but the young gentleman really, I don't know, maybe they're doing him a disservice. You know, they're definitely doing society a disservice, but maybe they're just doing the convicted party a disservice too. Yeah, if he can get out in 4 years after doing something so heinous, what stops him from doing it again if he's kind of embraced that lifestyle? Anyway, I'm not going to beat a dead horse on this. This is the Clout Report, and that's my take on it. What's yours? What do you think? See you next time. Peace.